Good morning, beloveds. It's been kind of a wild morning. And I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning when the lightning and thunder rolled through, but just okay. And then it was raining pretty hard when we got up this morning to go to the gym, but it was daylight enough that I was confident that I could get there safely. So we went ahead and went to the gym in the rain. And right after we got there, it picked up really bad. And then, right as we were getting ready to leave, there was enough of a lull. So uh, it's messy out there. The ditches are pretty full. So please be careful wherever you're going. There's a number of us that live between the two creeks. So there's going to be somebody at CLC. We're just not sure who. So, yeah. So there'll be somebody there if you come, but if you choose to stay home and watch online, we get that too. All right. It is May 14th. Our title is I Respond with Joy Today, and our author is Elizabeth Searle Lamb. Sorry, wrong animal there. And this is a Divine Science from 2010. All right. So, May 14th, I respond with joy. Joy is a spirit lifter, a life giver, a hope saver. If I seem to feel no inner joy on this day, I call it forth. I affirm joy. God's presence surrounds me with joy. Reality, the truth about life, and the mystery of beauty are all the same, and they are the first concern of everyone, says Agnes Martin, artist, mystic. And again, we are in the midst of reality responding with joy. The creative part of her is speaking about life and about art. She is speaking to all of us. We can respond to the reality of our lives with joy. If we doubt this, we need to take a new look at our lives. We need to see them as proving grounds for faith, as being centered in our identity as children of God. Thus, our lives are outpouring of its expression through us. Joy is the most infallible sign of the presence of God, writes Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. But if we lack joy, it is not that God is not with us, but that we have lost our sense, our awareness of that presence. To regain it, we need only to open our hearts and let our minds and spirit receive God's Spirit. So, I'm going to remind you that joy is a quality of God. It is absolutely a quality of God. And so it's one of those things that where we can, you know how I like to use the hose metaphor? This is one of those. God's joy is always flowing into us ideally through us. But occasionally what we can do is we can create that illusion of separation. We can kink that hose and then the joy isn't flowing and then we wonder why we're so miserable. And it's like, well, you know what? Maybe we need to get our foot off the hose. Meaning we need to be aware of the presence. We need to, I think it's Joel Goldsmith who wrote the book Practicing the Presence. Well, that's what we need to do. It's like God is always all around us all the time. God is living through us. The animating spirit that animates us is God. The soul that we have individualized to run around and have these experiences is God's, you know? So, and if one of the qualities of God is joy, which it is, along with truth and beauty and, you know, all of that, and harmony and peace, then we always have access to that. It is up to us to practice it. So we practice the presence. We practice joy. I am constantly talking about making room for joy. No matter what is going on in the world, you know, there's room for joy. If you need a joyful moment, I can think of nothing more joyful than a baby's laugh. If you need a moment of joy and everything is kind of bleak, and then Google baby laughter and watch a video or 10 of babies laughing. I also am a big believer in cats' purrs, but they can be more calming and soothing. So if you need joy, listen to a baby laugh. Now, a live baby laugh would be great, but if you don't have access to a live baby laugh, then Google it. Look it up on the internet. There are, I'm sure, millions of videos of babies laughing. And let that lift your soul. And then, because there's no reason not to take all of the help that can be offered. You know, if you are struggling with joy, then absolutely look for something that will bring you joy. Do something that will bring you joy. There's actually some interesting science where if you're feeling a little bit down, just kind of, down around the mouth, then they say go do something nice for somebody else. Go serve another being. Go volunteer your time. And that's one of the fastest ways to pick your mood up. Another way is absolutely a gratitude journal. I'm a big believer in looking for the little goods. There's nothing wrong with the big goods, but the little goods are fun. So those are, 3 ways right there that you can look for and practice the quality of joy. And there's no reason not to take all of the assistance that is out there. I talk about getting that face full of sun first thing in your morning. Well, it's rained for the last week straight. We haven't seen a whole lot of sun. Artificial light also helps to reset those circadian rhythms. So don't be afraid to take the help that is offered in any way. Watching an internet video of a baby laugh still works. Listening to one of the cats on the video, listening to cats purr on the internet still works. It works for me. So, it's like, when you're struggling, let something throw you a lifeline. Let God throw you a lifeline through these other mediums. If you're struggling to find the joy, then let the internet find it for you. When people are healing and, actively working on recovering from things, they say laughter is the best medicine. One of the things that they will prescribe is funny movies. So, that's what take the help that's offered to practice the joy. All right. So don't let the material nonsense world get between you and your joy. Use some of the material nonsense world's resources to find that joy. So I respond with joy today, no matter what's going on. It could be a messy, nasty, rainy day, and I'm still going to respond with joy, because when the rain's done, everything's going to be green. Everything's going to be green and beautiful. So joy is the most infallible sign of the presence of God. But if we lack joy, it is not that God is not with us, but that we have lost our sense, our awareness of that presence. To regain it, we need only to open our hearts and let our minds and spirit receive that spirit, receive God, So Elizabeth Searle Lamb is our author. And the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to practice the presence. Practice the presence. And what does that look like? What does practicing the presence look like? It looks like serving one another. It looks like loving one another. It looks like being joyful with one another. It looks like being in harmony with one another. It looks like being in a quiet place. But it also looks like laughter and fun and having fun with each other and being in community. And Sunday, that's what Sunday's about. Sunday's about being in community. It's not about finding God. We do that all day, every day anyway. But it's about being in community with like-minded people and practicing the presence together. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to practice the presence consciously. And as she said, respond in joy. So practice the presence of joy today. You can practice the presence of joy any day. I also encourage you to practice the spiritual practice of doing something loving for yourself, doing something kind for yourself, doing something compassionate for yourself, whatever that looks like. And it might look up babies laughing on the internet. And it might look like cuddling with your cat and encouraging that cat to purr. Because, yeah, I love that sound. I have a 14-pound orange tabby who's a champion purrer. And then I've got a little black one who's, 11 or 12 pounds who has a very quiet purr, but likes to be right up against your face so you can hear the purr. So, whatever it takes. What is the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do for yourself today? It might be take a deep breath before you speak. It might be take a nap. It might be get up and go to the gym even in the rain. It might be to let yourself sleep in a little extra. What does it look like for you? What is it that you need to practice love, kindness, and compassion on yourself? Because 1, it is a spiritual practice. 2, you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. 3, you are your own best test subject. You get immediate feedback. And 4, I do want you to create that response. If we are going to practice the presence of God, this is one of the ways we can do it, by being loving, kind, and compassionate with ourselves. And as we do that, then we plug into that infinite source of love, kindness, and compassion. These are qualities of God, as is joy, and they are flowing through us all the time. And it's our goal to let them out into the world. And see what they do, and create that first response, to create that habit. So and there comes the parkour kitty. Did you just notice I was in here? Did you just notice? And he's now distracted me, and so I'm gonna remind you, because we've been talking about joy, we've been talking about responding in joy, that to make room for joy in your life, to practice that presence in your life, to practice joy, your life is a special occasion. Therefore, eat the good stuff, wear the nice clothes, wear the comfortable clothes, use the good china, use the nice glasses. Take care of yourself. I'm absolutely, big believer in both joy and self-care. All right. I'm going to move in, let's see, the rest of the suggestions to do something to engage your mind and your body, unless it's your day of rest, because we all deserve those. I do encourage you to drink plenty of water. Your brain works better when it is well hydrated, so please do. And as we move into the warmer months, hydration is very, very important. And I do encourage you, as I said, early in your day, bright light. There was this one point when on the road where we had hit the point where the clouds had kind of lightened up. So it was like daylight in front of us and night in the rear view mirror, because it was still real dark behind us. It was pretty funny. But artificial light does count when you are doing that early in your day bright light. I'm talking about 5 minutes. I'm talking about resetting the circadian rhythm, which is your hormone rhythm. It's a natural cycle of hormones that when you get them kind of normally flowing, they help you have more energy during the day and you'll sleep better at night. So try it. You might like it. It is science. You can look it up. So, and circadian starts with a C, not a K, in case you decide to Google it. All right. And I am going to remind you of my Ernest Holmes quote. Look for no, that's Emma. That's Emma. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. If we are going to respond with joy, that is one of the ways that we practice that presence of the kingdom of God, which is heaven. Practicing joy. And when we open the windows of our, I always envision it like in the springtime and in the fall, where you open the windows and you get that cool breeze that just kind of raises the hair on your arm. It's wonderful. That's what, when I say that, that's what I think of. And it's It's about being who you are, about being authentically you, about looking around and seeing God everywhere you look. It is about practicing the presence. And knowing that heaven is a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness, as is the kingdom of heaven. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within you. Well, that's because it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. It ceases to be a place that we have to get to and can become any place we are. And if that's not a superpower, I don't know what is. So, practice joy, practice love, practice kindness, practice compassion. And then you'll look around and discover you live in the kingdom of heaven all the time. All right. And then, as I was going to say, one of the ways that you could open the windows of your soul and practice joy is to look for the good and praise it, which is Emma, the teacher of teachers. All right. So I'm going to skip right into the encouraging you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, I think I've run out of adjectives day, a Sunday, a stay dry day, a turn around if you don't know how deep the water is day, a enjoy the rain and the thunderstorms and the be safe day, and the respond with joy day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God, a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. You are a godling, as Reverend Jesse likes to say, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Always. All right? It is helpful to know the truth of your being, to know who you are. And when you know who you are, then you are most likely practicing the presence, and you will respond with joy and with love and with kindness and with compassion. All right? So Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you around 9 a.m. But before that, between now and then, we will have an amazing service for you at 11 a.m. It sounds like we're all pretty confident that we can get to the center. But if you choose to stay home and watch us online, we totally get that too. So, all right. Oh, you know what? I forget this. I skipped the social media part. I guess I can do it right here. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark on the social medias that we are on, including the YouTube channel. I am the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on, including my YouTube channel. So, when you need good videos that are uplifting and bright, and check out those 2 YouTube channels. All right? And then if you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org, and that will get you on the constant contact. So, yeah, this is the cat that I was talking about with the really soft purr, which he's doing right now. So this is Foster. Let's see. Nope. I was hoping he'd flash those pretty emerald green eyes at you, but no. He also needs his claws clipped, but that's neither here nor there. So, I was saying email info@creativelife.org if you want to know what's going on. The hot links are hot in that constant contact. So, now that I'm completely distracted by the cat, who is purring, take care of yourself, know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.